He was once quoted as saying, "I was recognized as an artist and as a storyteller. If Hulk Hogan was the Elvis of wrestling, I was the Robert De Niro. Bret, the Hitman Hart." What's happening, Fig Heads? It is your host of The Fig Show, the heavyweight champion of wrestling figure collecting, the Fig Fanatic who's ecstatic to talk about them toys. It is your boy, Caleb Crocker. And today, we have an extremely special episode of The Fig Show because today we are unboxing one of the greatest technicians to ever grace the squared circle. We are unboxing the ultimate Bret the Hitman Hart. So, first of all, we've got two of them because one of them's got to go in my collection. But we had to get a second so we could crack this bad boy open right here on the channel. We got it on a Fig Hunt on the channel. We scooped him for only $14, $15, whatever. And presentation. Everything about this package is absolutely amazing. The Ultimate Edition logo is brilliant. I love it. It's every bit as good as the Jack Specific Classic Superstars logo. I know that's a logo a lot of people cherish. I think this logo in time will be just as cherished, just as memorable for people. I know one thing that a lot of people don't like is the dismembered body parts in the package. And it's not something that really bothers me. I know I've got a buddy who really isn't a big fan of it. And he said Bret Hart actually said that he wasn't a fan of it. I don't know. I haven't seen that. But word on the street is that the Hitman himself isn't actually a fan of the dismembered body parts. But I think it's cool. I think it is the best way to have some good entrance gear and some good ring gear. And overall, I don't think it makes it a bad presentation. So I'm really loving the front of the box. I'm loving the logo. I'm loving him and his gear. And I'm loving the font that they've got the Hitman in. I'm loving everything about the way this package is presented on the front. On the side, super nice. Really loving his name on the side. And I'm also really loving this photo of him on the side because when it is stacked beside all my other Ultimates and it has all their pictures, man, it looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. Other than that, there's the bottom, just in case you're wondering what it looks like. There it is. And the back. Standing at 6 foot tall, 1.83 meters, that is. I guess, is that what they use in Canada? I'm not sure. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, he uses the sharpshooter for his finisher, and he is a 5-time WWE champion. There is a reason. Bret Hart's legacy is the excellence of execution. With an array of innovative maneuvers and pinpoint precision, the Hitman was the best in-ring technician of his era, if not of all time. That's why he is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Fignatics. Finally, the time has come. I have waited for this moment for a while. I've been planning this video, but finally the time is here. We are going to unbox the Bret Hart Ultimate figure. And I am super freaking excited. Now, we got to make sure we're unboxing the right one, right? And this is the one with the pristine box. This is the one that's going in the collection. So we're going to set him off to the side. Make sure we don't unbox him. We'll set him there with my notes. My notes because I'm very professional. This is the one that's getting unboxed. The one with a little bit of damage on the box. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Now, one of the cool things about these boxes that's different from, say, the basic boxes is you really don't have to tear them open. You really don't have to destroy them. And that's actually the same goes with the Elites. You could actually reseal them, I guess, if you wanted. The only thing that really gets damaged, per se, I guess, is the plastic on the inside that holds the fig. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, all the tape is cut. We are gonna do it. We are going to... How do we do this right here? Holy crap. I have been waiting for this moment. Is it caught up? Oh, we got caught up, ladies and gentlemen, on one more piece of tape. And you know what? Unfortunately, that ripped the box. But as I said, it's all good because we got two more pieces of tape. The bottom and top piece on the side. And as you see, it actually tore the little side piece of the box. But it's all right, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't actually care about this box. It doesn't mean that much to us. Oh, man. Oh, man. First of all, I want to say how good I actually think this just solid red background looks. I think it looks super sweet. But enough about the red background. We got to pull him out of the red background. Here he is. Only thing that is separating him from the fig fed, ladies and gentlemen, is one piece of plastic. Do we start with him or do we start with the accessories? Babe, do we start with him or do we start with the accessories? We start with the accessories. I'm getting word. I just got an order from the lady at the top. She said, start with the accessories. Okay, so I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, apparently my friend said that Bret Hart was not a fan of how similar the face scans are to one another. But it's all supposed to be from the same night and the same match. So I think they're supposed to be similar. And I like to say that this one right here is from before he wrestled Shawn and from after he wrestled Shawn. And if you're a Bret Hart fan, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a Bret Hart fan, if you're new to WWE, look up the Montreal Screwjob. I'm sure you've heard about it. But we're gonna start with the hands. So the first thing you get, ladies and gentlemen, you get 3 sets of hands. One set of hands are these super neat closed fists. We're going to take a look at everything a little bit closer, but I'm going to go ahead and show you as I pull it out of the box. We also get these super awesome, what are you going to do with these hands? You can do anything with these hands. Lift, chop, smack, whatever you want to do, you can do it with these hands. You get the ring gear arms. You gotta have the ring gear arms. And like I said, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the dismembered body parts, but I think it's the best way to do ring gear and out of ring gear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pop out these heads. There's a 1. There's a 1. And there's a 2. And you know what? Those are 2 cool head scans. But the head scan that matters most is this one right here. And why does it matter most? Because it's attached to the rest of the figure. We're going to check them out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, to finally hold him in my hands is amazing. And you know what? This might be one of my all-time favorite figures that I have ever had the pleasure of unboxing. I've got a lot of cool ones in the box in the collection. I don't always unbox my cool ones, but this is a really cool one to unbox. Alright, Fignatics, before we take a closer look at the fig, there's something really cool that I had to point out. Once you open up the box, you see the excellence of execution, along with the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Alright guys, here he is in all his glory, based on his 1994 King of the Ring gear, where I believe he wrestled Diesel. And you know what? Let's start with these glasses, with the rainbow foil glasses. I absolutely love them. Obviously an iconic signature thing that Bret Hart always had, where these glasses, he'd come out, he'd give it to a fan in the crowd. just before the match started. And so, like, you gotta absolutely have this in the Ultimate figure. Next thing I really dig are these shoulder pads. Check them out. Really loving them. Really loving all the detail along the jacket. Loving the zippers. I believe those are zippers on his wrist as well. The tights are absolutely popping. Absolutely popping all the way around. They look phenomenal. And I can say the same about the detail on the jacket. All the way around, it looks phenomenal. Love the boots. One complaint, if I have a complaint, it's, look at this paint scuff. I don't know if you can see that right there. Paint scuff fresh out of the box. As well as, knocked him over, but as well as this paint scuff right here on the foot, fresh out of the box, paint scuff on a $30 fig. Now, I got him on sale, but not because he was damaged. One thing that's super awesome are all the points of articulation. So, of course, his shoulder, you can't tell necessarily because the jacket can move all around. He's got the swivel there. He's got the double jointed elbow. He's got, of course, good hand articulation in both directions. Same on both arms. Of course, the legs, you can pretty much do anything. Got the swivel there. You got double jointed knees, which I absolutely love to see. You got ankle pivot. You've got toe pivot. Just absolutely love it. All of it. Good bit of articulation, and we'll check out the ab crunch in just a second. So first of all, he's on the way out to the ring. What does he do? He takes off his glasses first. He says, "Here you go, kid in the crowd. There goes my glasses." And we finally get our first look at the head scan that comes on him. And you know what? Is he having a stroke, ladies and gentlemen? Is it just me, or is that wrong to say? Does he look like he's having a stroke? Maybe just a little bit, like maybe not all the way, but just a little bit. Maybe not though. Maybe he just comes in. And he's like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, how you doing?" So one of the coolest things about the Ultimate figures is that you pop off the arms, and I know a lot of people will actually take off the jacket around the arms. They'll try and take off the jacket before they take off the arms. That seems like doing it the hard way to me. I feel like you can just take the arms right off, and you're good to go. Now, as you guys know, he comes with a lot of body parts. We're getting him in his ring gear, so we got to put on the ring gear arms, and this looks like it's the right arm. You just pop it in, and it goes right into place. If that's the right arm, then this is the left arm, his left, not our left, ladies and gentlemen. And so you've got the good, dropped him. So you've got the good open hands for holding microphones, for holding weapons, for holding championships on the jacket arms. And they come off. All the hands come off and are interchangeable. But we're not actually going to put on the open mic hands because we've seen the open mic hands. So what we have here, we've got these two slapping hands, or lifting hands, or whatever you want to call them. You got these two really open hands, and then you've also got these two fists, and you know what? I'm going to go with one of each. Also good veins, but on really nice attention to detail on the veins on the hands. Pop these bad boys in. Little hard to pop in, this open hand. Little stiff. There it goes. Once it does click, it feels nice. It feels good. Actually remove the arm.
That's actually an easier way to get the hand in without the arm on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've changed the arms, we've changed the hands, and you know what that means. We've got to change the head. Bye-bye, stroke head. Do we go with before he wrestles Shawn Michaels? Nice smile. Or do we go with after he wrestles Shawn Michaels? Ooh. They say Shawn Michaels lost his smile. Bret Hart lost his smile as well, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not me hating on the Hitman, because I love the Hitman, but he lost his smile. Okay, guys, we got the head on, and you know what? It's looking pretty good. I'm really liking it. And man, can we just talk about this singlet top for a minute? I mean, I absolutely love it. Although, is this supposed to be in the middle? Or is it supposed to be a little off-center? You know what? I think it's supposed to be a little off-center, actually. Don't hold me to it, but I think it is actually supposed to be a little off-center. All this paint splatter on the back, that's super neat. That's super cool. Really loving the skulls, the stars. Man, this looks sweet. Said you get this ab crunch that is exclusive to the Ultimate figures. And it allows you to go left and right. And no other figures have that. The basics don't have any ab crunch. The Elite only has the ab crunch that allows you to go up and down. Well, now you can go left and right. And you know what? It's pretty neat. I like it a good bit. I really like everything about this figure a good bit. I mean, this is a phenomenal figure. Just wanted to take one last look at all the accessories. You really get a good bit of accessories compared to some of the other figures. You get that cool entrance gear, 3 sets of hands, those stellar glasses, and 3 separate heads. Here he is one more time in all his glory, right in front of his boxed buddy. And you know what? A tremendous fig, one of my all-time favorite figs. If I did have any complaints, again, it would be these paint scuffs. The fact that very easily these arms come out. I've been finding myself just trying to do basic things in between recording, and I'm accidentally popping the arms out of the joints quite frequently. So hopefully that's not something that I have to deal with all the time, but I was quite surprised how many times it happened to me in the short amount of time that I was playing with it. It must have happened to me, almost 10 times. Other than that, the only other complaint I have is I believe that he was the WWE champion at this time, and I really wish this fig would have come with a WWE Winged Eagles championship. That would have really set it over the top, but otherwise, a nearly perfect figure. Holy cow, he's got veins on his biceps. Different attire, but one thing I just had to point out right quickly, one thing I had to note is just how awesome the double jointed arms are. He's actually able, one of the first and only figs, probably the first and only fig I've had that's been able to actually hold his belt properly on his shoulder, and look at that, he's actually touching his head.
Alright, Fignatics, that brings an end to this very special episode of the Fig Show. We don't get to open many Ultimates on this guy's budget, but when we do, we're going to make sure that we do it right. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, please hit the like button. If it's your first time, hit the subscribe. And remember, we're only going to get better from here.